This is the sun. This is a cloud. This is a thermometer. This is a carbon dioxide molecule. This is a water molecule. This is an idiot. This is where the idiot lives. This is a great pair of legs. This is the larch. The larch. Now, the idiot believes that having too many of these in the atmosphere will cause the Earth to get hot and hotter and hotter and even hotter, to the point that these guys won't have any place to live anymore. What is commonly believed and reported is that these guys will raise the temperature of the Earth directly. That's not quite right. The real theory is that having too many of these guys will cause more of these guys to evaporate, and these guys are a lot stronger at raising or retaining heat than these guys are. This is Dr. Roy Spencer. He's a scientist. He's worked for NASA. That makes him smart, and smarter than this guy, for sure. Dr. Spencer is one of many scientists who's theorized that having more of these guys cause the evaporation of more of these guys would really result in the formation of more of these guys, which in turn would not result in a planet that looks like this, but a planet that's pretty much stable and a nice home for these guys. Yay! Now, Dr. Spencer was part of a project at NASA to send a satellite up into space to see what was really going on in the upper atmosphere. The satellite's name is Aqua, and its job was to measure temperatures in the upper atmosphere. Because if what this guy said was right, and Dr. Spencer, who doesn't have an agenda, is a good enough scientist to admit that, then the data would prove that this guy was right, and Dr. Spencer and many other scientists would admit it, and we would move on. That's what scientists do. So the data came in from Aqua, and it didn't show that the planet is looking like this. In fact, it showed that recently we've been kind of on a cooling trend, which means that scientists like Spencer got it right, and that CO2 in the end is not quite as strong of a global warming gas as has been suggested by this guy, who would not mind bankrupting the economy and causing irreparable harm to billions of poor people around the world in the name of his theory. And that doesn't mean the question is settled. It means we need to take a closer look. And we really need to take a closer look at what this guy is telling us versus what people like Roy Spencer are telling us. Skepticism is part of science, and this should be no exception.